couple of seconds left in the period. Jensen plays it to the near side, and that's it. After 2 periods, Bears lead by a score of 4-3. And now McCarthy and Coulis nearly go at it. Now Steve
Smith and Diduck.
Steve Smith.
Now all the players are out. The benches have emptied. Coulis, I'm sure, is going to be a favorite target. Steve Martinson just did a dumb thing. He jumped in on top of 2 other players that were already down.
Yeah, Martinson's gone.
That was really stupid. Now here comes Coulis. Allison's holding on to him. Oh, Martinson's going after Coulis. He said, Allison, let me take him. So far, nothing else has happened other than those 2 that are laying on the ice. A lot of hand-holding and dancing.
Benches have emptied here.
Well, we could have a few game misconducts for first man off the bench as well.
Really not erupting into much at all, but I'm sure the score sheet's going to be overworked when the penalties are assessed here.
Well, what started it all was Coulis and McCarthy, and again, we mentioned earlier, McCarthy not known for his fighting. He also has a bad hand, and Coulis was challenging him a little bit. Now Coulis and Martinson are center ice. Fans cheering him on. They want him to go. Coulis will be gone for the game if he does, and he knows it.
Now Coulis going to have very little of it, I believe.
Well, anyway, Smith had stepped in and gave Coulis a shove to start it off, to let him know that if he wanted to do anything, he'd do it with him and not McCarthy.
McCarthy does have that bad hand, as we mentioned. Players dancing all over the ice now from east to west.
They've got the entire ice covered now, not all huddled in one corner anymore. They're spread out all over the ice, which is unusual.
And now Kevin McCarthy chatting there with Hamway. The alternate goaltenders are out there, Kemp and Gary Johnson. And Martinson and Coulis still chatting with each other. Coulis, I think, smartly decides not to go. Obviously, as you mentioned, game misconduct would have followed if he had. Now Berube and is it Johanessen?
Oh, two Bears players were on top of him, throwing punches from both sides. Martinson's back looking for Coulis. But Viveiros on the way out had mentioned to the referee that he was being heckled by the crowd. Kemp wants to get into it here too. Here comes Coulis back onto the ice. See who Kemp's pushing around over there, but the other player doesn't want anything to do with him. Micheletti.
Dzikowski may get an extra something here, maybe even a game.
He could, because that fight had already started with Berube, and Dzikowski started throwing him from the other side. Here go the goaltenders. Kemp, and it looks like Gunn.
And Gunn's helmet's still on, and his mask. That's a little...
Yeah, now all his pads, and he was swinging his stick. Swinging his hand with his stick, and now Kemp's got his hat off, or his helmet off. Looks like we have mayhem now. Just when you think it's going to all clear up and they're going to go to the respective locker rooms.
I think certainly not the most courageous thing in the world to do, to start a fight with a goalie mask on.
No. Could be showing his true colors there. Kemp looked like he wanted to go at it with anybody there.
Well, we are in a total state of disarray here, ladies and gentlemen. It's brawl time at the old Hershey Park Arena. The Indians and the Bears. And we're at the end of the second period. The Bears are leading at 4-3. Things still aren't quieted down. And how would you like to be an official through all of this?
Overworked. And down at the other end of the rink, all the actions come up to the west end, but down at the east end, they have the scoreo board set up, waiting for the intermission activities to begin.
You begin to wonder in a situation like this whether there'll be enough players to play, but there always are, aren't there?
There are. There should.
They have to.
I can think of maybe 2 game misconducts, plus if they caught the first 2 guys off each, or first guy off of each bench, it could be 4 game misconducts. But they'll all be back to standing room only again in the penalty boxes.
And the crowd.
Kemp and Gunn are talking once again.
Viveiros and Murray started to dance a little more energetically.
Knockbauer has hold of the backup goalie for the other team.
This thing drifts in and out of a state of meaningful activity, and
there just aren't enough officials to get them off the ice and keep them off the ice.
Yeah, you would think at this point the coaches might step in and try to get this thing going.
Okay, so now we have them all separated again. Most all of them anyway. And they're all going separate ways here. Looks like this is finally going to settle down.